Class 11th, subject physics, 10th chapter, electrostatics. From this chapter, let us see what is an electric dipole. A pair of equal and opposite charges separated by a finite distance is called as an electric dipole. And therefore, in this case, two equal and opposite charges, that is minus q and plus q, situated at points A and B, are separated by a finite distance 2l, and therefore the pair of equal and opposite charges which will be separated by this finite distance 2l is called as electric dipole. The line joining the two charges, that is AB, is called as the axis of that electric dipole, and the line passing along the axis of this electric dipole, that is line XY, is called as axial line. Now, point C represents the center of this electric dipole AB, and therefore a line passing through center of the dipole, that is PQ, and perpendicular to the axial line of that electric dipole is called as the equatorial line of this electric dipole. So PQ will represent equatorial line. Then the product of the magnitudes of one of the charges and the length of the electric dipole is called as the electric dipole moment. The product of the magnitude of one of the charges, that is Q, and the length of the electric dipole, that is 2L, that product is called as electric dipole moment P. It is directed from negative charge to positive charge, that is from A to B, or minus Q to plus Q. That will be the electric dipole moment. And therefore, the formula for electric dipole moment will be electric dipole moment equal to vector P, because it is the vector quantity directed from negative charge to positive charge, will be equal to product of the magnitude of one of the charges, that is Q, into the distance of separation between the two charges, that is length of the electric dipole 2L. So this will be the vector quantity which is directed from negative charge to the positive charge in that electric dipole. Now let us see the types of the molecules. Depending upon the center of positive charge, that is center of the nucleus of any atom, and the center of negative charge, that is center of the electrons, there are two types of molecules, that is polar molecules and non-polar molecules. Let us see what are the polar molecules. So polar molecules are the molecules in which the center of positive charge, that is nucleus, and the center of negative charge, that is revolving electrons, is naturally separated. That is, if the center of positive charge and the center of negative charge are not coinciding with each other, are not lying at the same point, then such type of molecules are called as the polar molecules. For example, H2O molecule, NH3 molecule, SO2 molecule, NaCl molecule. So all these molecules will represent the polar molecules, because the center of positive charge for all these molecules and their center of negative charge are naturally separated, that is they are not lying at the same point, hence these molecules are the polar molecules. For example, if you consider H2O molecule, that is water molecule, then it will be having 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. So in this case, the center of positive charge of all these 3 atoms and the center of negative charge of all these 3 atoms will not be lying at the same point. The center of positive charge will be directed towards this oxygen atom at any point. Similarly, the center of negative charge will be again directed towards the oxygen atom, and these two centers will not lie at the same point due to the different shapes or sizes of these atoms, and hence water molecule is the polar molecule. On the other hand, if you consider second case, that is non-polar molecules, then the non-polar molecules are the molecules in which the center of positive charge and the negative charge coincide. That is, it will lie at the same point, and therefore in this case these molecules will be having their center of positive charge and center of negative charge lying at the same point, and the examples are H2 molecule, Cl2 molecule, CO2 molecule, CH4 molecule. So for all these molecules, the center of their positive charge and center of negative charge will coincide, that is, will lie at the same point, at a single point, and hence these molecules are non-polar molecules. For example, if you consider hydrogen molecule, it will contain 2 hydrogen atoms. Now the center of positive charge for these 2 atoms will lie at its center. Similarly, the center of negative charge for these 2 will be again lying at the center of the line joining the centers of these 2 atoms, and therefore at a single point here the center of positive charge and center of negative charge will lie, and therefore this hydrogen molecule is the non-polar molecule, because in this case these 2 atoms will be having same number of positive charge as well as negative charge, and if we find out the centers of this negative and positive charge, it will lie at the same point. So in this way water molecule will be polar molecule and this hydrogen molecule will be non-polar molecule. And now let us see the couple acting on a electric dipole, couple acting on a electric dipole in uniform magnetic field, So couple is nothing but it is 2 equal and opposite forces acting at 2 different points of the same body. If 2 equal and opposite forces are acting at 2 different points of the same body, then it will give rise to the couple, or it is also called as torque. And therefore, in order to obtain the expression for this couple acting on that electric dipole or the torque, let us consider an electric dipole. So here there is the electric dipole consisting of 2 charges minus q and plus q situated at points A and B. So in this electric dipole there are 2 equal and opposite charges minus q and plus q situated at points A and B, and they are separated by distance 2L, and this electric dipole is placed in uniform electric field E. So electric field is directed in the horizontal direction, and the length of this electric dipole, that is axis of the electric dipole, will now make some angle theta with the direction of this electric field E. So when such any electric dipole is placed in electric field, at that time the forces will be acting on minus q and plus q charges by this electric field. Now this force acting on minus q charge is minus QE, that is charge into electric field. So minus QE, which is directed in the same direction as that of electric field. But the force acting on plus Q charge, on this plus Q charge, will be again equal in magnitude but opposite in direction to that of the force acting on this minus Q charge. So again it is plus QE, which will be directed in the opposite direction to that of electric field. So in this way, two equal and opposite forces, that is minus QE and plus QE, are acting at points A and B of that electric dipole, and therefore it will give rise to couple or torque. So if this angle is theta, this will be again theta, because this is the angle between electric field and the dipole axis. So again this will be angle between dipole axis and the electric field. And then if you consider the magnitude of the torque, then this magnitude of the torque will be equal to magnitude of one of the forces into perpendicular distance between two forces. The torque or the couple acting on that electric dipole is defined as the product of magnitude of one of the forces and perpendicular distance between two forces. Now magnitude of one force will be QE. For this, instead of plus and minus, we will consider only the magnitude. So that magnitude of one of the forces will be equal to QE, and one force is acting from this point B parallel to electric field in opposite direction, and second force is again parallel to electric field directed in the same direction of electric field, and therefore between these two forces the perpendicular distance will be equal to BP. So this BP will represent the perpendicular distance between these two forces, and therefore we can write the couple or torque equal to QE into BP. But if you consider triangle APB, from this triangle APB we need value of BP, therefore we will have to define sine of this angle theta, and therefore sine theta will be equal to BP upon AB. Sine theta will be equal to BP upon this AB, and therefore from this we can write BP equal to AB sine theta. BP equal to AB sine theta, but AB is equal to 2L. AB is equal to 2L, and therefore we can write BP equal to 2L sine theta. Now putting this value of BP in above equation, we will get torque equal to QE into 2L sine theta. Rearranging the terms, it will be written as E into Q into 2L sine theta. E into Q into 2L sine theta. But we know that Q into 2L, that is equal to electric dipole moment P. Q into 2L is equal to P, and therefore torque will be equal to EP sine theta, that is equal to PE sine theta. So this expression will give us the magnitude of that couple acting on the electric dipole, or the torque acting on the electric dipole, that is torque equal to PE sine theta. So this expression will represent the magnitude of that couple or torque. Now in magnitude and direction, that is in vector form, it will be written as vector torque is equal to vector P cross vector E. Because it is PE sine theta, this will represent the vector product of two vectors P and E. So from this let us consider two different cases. So first case is if theta is equal to 90 degree. So if this theta is equal to 90 degree, that means this electric dipole will be perpendicular to the direction of electric field. At that time, sin theta, that is sin 90, will be equal to 1 and torque will be equal to Pe. So if the electric dipole is perpendicular to the direction of electric field, at that time the maximum torque will be acting on that electric dipole, and that is equal to Pe. Instead of that, if you consider second case, that is if theta is equal to 0, if this angle theta is equal to 0, that means the electric dipole will be parallel to the direction of electric field. At that time, sin theta, that is sin 0, will be equal to 0 and the torque acting on electric dipole will be equal to 0. So this will be the minimum value of the torque. So from these two cases we can conclude that if the electric dipole is perpendicular to the direction of electric field, then it will be acted upon by the maximum torque, that is Pe. And if the electric dipole is parallel to the direction of electric field, at that time it will be acted upon by minimum torque, that means torque acting on it will be equal to 0. Now this torque is acting on this electric dipole so as to make the axis of electric dipole parallel to the direction of electric field, and hence when electric dipole is parallel to the direction of electric field, it will be acted upon by no torque or the couple. But if it is perpendicular to the electric field, it will be acted upon by maximum couple or the torque, that is equal to Pe.